And I love his testimony. And here we go.
Start? Okay. So college can be very stressful. Academic pressure, accompanied with the perception of inadequate time for studying, activities, and rest, are significant stressors on college students. Pair that with living on your own for the first time for freshman students, and you're bound to have stress every once in a while. I found myself stressed when I saw my name at the top of the list for this speech, which gave me the inspiration to research this topic. By the end of my speech, I hope that you guys find a few new tips to help relieve stress or to prevent stress. The first big contributor to stress is poor time management skills. I myself am an avid procrastinator. Poor time management behaviors such as not leaving yourself enough time to study and last-minute cramming has led to poor academic performance. One basic recommendation is to create a to-do list and then rank all of the things that you need to do in priority-wise, and then leave time in your day to do each of those activities. In the article, College Students' Time Management Correlations with Academic Performance and Stress, they hypothesized a positive relationship between self-reported time management behaviors and students' performances. So basically, they had a test where they tested students' time management behaviors, and that was associated with students being able to perceive how well they were going to do on an activity. So there was an association between all their time management behaviors and how well they felt about the upcoming role that they had to do. So basically, if you have good time management behaviors, you're going to feel better and you're not going to be as stressed out. Another way to relieve stress is mindfulness. Mindfulness is defined as paying attention to the present moment. An example of this is meditation. Meditation has been proven to increase forgiveness and lower stress in college students. But if meditation isn't your thing, there are active ways to control your mindfulness. An example is spending time with a therapeutic dog or an animal. In the article, Effects of Brief Mindfulness Meditation on Student Stress, they conducted an experiment where they had students participate in mindful meditation for 4 weeks, and then they had another group participate in de-stressing with dogs for 4 weeks. And over the course of 4 weeks, they found that the meditation group showed a slight advantage to the dog group, but the dog group was superior to no treatment. So whether you want to spend time with dogs or meditate, you're going to be less stressed. And Cal Poly actually offers therapeutic animals in the library. On November 4th, there will be cats in the library, and on November 16th, there will be dogs in the library. So if you're feeling stressed out, I highly recommend going to those activities. The prevalence of stress in college students is rising. A recent study found 50% of students reported they had experienced overall stress levels that were over the average or tremendous over the previous 12 months. One way of coping with stress is through the use of abbreviated progress muscle relaxation, or APMR for short. What you do is you can either do it sitting down or laying down, and you start either at your head or your toes, and so you'll tense your face muscles for a couple seconds, and then you relax it. And by focusing on tensing certain muscle groups, you leave yourself little time to focus on stressful events. And Kristen Dobler and Taylor Rush conducted an experiment where they found that students who received the APMR treatment were greater more relaxed and had greater decrease in anxiety. So if you'd like to try that, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that you can look up. Another way to cope with stress, according to Mark Lumley and Kimberly Provenzano, is writing about stress. They developed a technique where they found students who wrote about stress in college were more likely to receive higher GPAs than students just writing about trivial topics or general topics. So they had an experiment where they wrote about stressful things for 4 days, and then the next semester they had better grades. And writing about stressful life experience prevented a GPA drop over semesters. So to recap, to avoid stress properly, manage your time and make a list. If that doesn't work and you find yourself stressed, try to find a dog to play with or meditate, or try abbreviated progressive muscle relaxation, or simply write about it. I hope you find this speech useful the next time you're feeling a little stressed out.
Deanna, first of all, thank you for going first. What did you notice about this speech that was different from the previous speeches that you've given?
I thought this speech was really hard to practice, and because I knew I was just gonna read my thing, since it was a lot of information, and so I found that hard to I don't know, because I tried doing an outline where I just talked, but I couldn't I don't know how to explain it. It didn't work.
Okay.
So I had trouble with that, and I was really nervous for this one. I don't know why.
Okay.
So that didn't really help.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Teammates, if you could.
Well, I had structure, and I liked how you kind of the way you set it up first is giving us facts that a lot of college students get really stressed out, and then I liked how you went through different types of processes on how to de-stress because of how not everyone likes to make lists or write about it. So I thought that was really interesting.
I thought your content was good. You had the 4 main actions that we could do to de-stress, and then you gave evidence behind each that proves what you're saying actually helps, and then you also gave us things here on campus, we could do we could visit the pets at the library. So that was